I ain't even seen this little. Okay, I'm back, y'all, in Divine Grateful Risings. Listen, this video is not gonna be very long. But I needed to come on here and talk about this real quick. So, we've been talking a lot about elevation and things changing and us going up and growth and new opportunities, right? So one thing the Padre God just got done telling me, and he told me, and so I'm sharing it with y'all as well. Y'all hear the airplane? Plane? Oh no, get out of here. Plane to anywhere. Where would you go? Drop it in the chat. I don't know. This is visualization. Anyway, I'm back. Padre God was just talking to me about believing bigger, believing bigger, believing better, right? We talk all the time about how God is getting ready to elevate us and move us up, and new beginnings and abundance and all these types of things. When we get ready to create something, we can see it. But what he was just talking to me about was believing bigger, right? You have to, even though I know the crazy thing is, y'all, a lot of times because we haven't seen a thing, it's hard for us to believe a thing, right? But, oh, come on, Spirit. But one thing he showed me in this season is to believe bigger. It don't matter how big and crazy and out of this world that it sounds or that you think it is. Believe bigger. And that's part of manifestation, y'all, is believing something. Of course, believing beyond knowing that a thing is possible, that you can have it. Just like I know I'm going to be a billionaire. Can't nobody tell me that I'm not already a billionaire, that I'm not going to be a billionaire. That they just can't tell me that, because that's something that I know that's going to happen. So I don't care. Message, period, receive it, right? So I don't care if anybody else believes that I'm going to be a billionaire. I know I'm going to be a billionaire, and that's just it. Why? Because I'm not going to stop until I have created $1 billion legacy and above and beyond. Do I know how? Message. Do I know how I am going to have $1 billion yet? Nope. I don't know all the steps yet. So don't. But I know the Padre God and put that in my spirituals. And because I know it, I believe that I'm going to accomplish it. I'm going to have it. I'm going to be successful. And that's just it. So he wanted me to come on here and share that quick word about believing bigger, right? Believe bigger than your current place that you're living. If you want to be a homeowner, well, you better start telling yourself you are a homeowner. Start believing in your new house. Start believing. Y'all know I be talking to Gigi all the time. Child, let me tell you what. I done seen Gigi 4 times since I've been back in California. I believe, I love my car. There's nothing wrong with my car. I drive a 2020 Chevy Malibu, okay? There's nothing wrong with my vehicle, okay? But you better believe in Bally, trying to tell you. So it's like, you got to believe bigger. I know that I'm going to have Gigi. Can't nobody tell me I'm not going to have her. I'm going to have her. You know what I'm saying? But you have to believe bigger. It's not saying that there's anything wrong with where you're at now, but let me just keep it a buckles. You ain't completely happy with where you're at now in some aspect of your life. You may have a perfect job, but maybe you don't like where you stay. You may have a perfect relationship, but maybe y'all want a bigger house. There's something in your life that you want to improve, that you want something more that you want. And anybody who say their life is perfect, I tell them that they ain't telling the truth and ain't. So believe in that thing. Believe in bigger. Believe in better. Believe in your ability to have it. And most of us, because we have never experienced a thing, we don't believe or can't see ourselves having it. The other thing that, and I'll use myself as an example for this. Y'all, I'm just keeping the buckles with you. This last 3 months, that I'm gonna say I was on. I'm not gonna call that no mama who. Oh no, I'm not to call that no vacation. I'm gonna say it was an excursion. It was an excursion, and let me just tell you what. It wasn't a good one. Thank you, Padre God. Thank you. I'm so happy, so grateful for the experience. But let me tell y'all, if I thought that when I was in California that I was living in poverty, no, baby. These last 3 months that I've been gone, that was the true definition of poverty, y'all. And again, I told y'all I'm going to be completely honest about what I've done and where I've been these last 3 months. Y'all, I literally was living in poverty. I was in the hood. And I'm not knocking anybody else's situation, but let me tell you that I know that that is not the life that God has for me. I had to realize that that was not the life that God has for me. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. Never again, y'all. I will never, ever be in that type of situation again. It was one of those experiences that, number one, made me appreciate San Diego so much more. And number two, made me realize how stuck people are and that living in poverty is a choice. And let me tell you something, never again. I don't care what I have to do. I'm praying without ceasing. I don't care. I will never live in the type of circumstances that I just left out of, y'all. But Padre God had, again, every experience is a lesson, message, because I had to really get down to what poverty truly is, y'all. I was really legit living at poverty level. And I would always say to myself, you know, or just even before this, I would always say, like, talk about California as living in poverty. No, baby. Where I just was, message, what I just came out of, that was poverty, y'all. Real and true poverty. And it was the breaking point for me. Never again. I will never live like that again. My children will never live like that. That part of life is over with. So whatever it takes, whatever Padre God tells me that I'm supposed to do as I'm walking in purpose on purpose, sign me up. Message, sign me up. Let me tell you why. Y'all, the answer is a no for me. Mama, y'all know I'm so happy. Thank y'all. But just so listen. But I had to think bigger, y'all. I had to think big. Look at my higher self, 726. Thank you, higher self. I had to let my higher self get in control, baby. My spirituals, oh, baby, she had to take over. Because, see, that was for a second. I was operating in the Toya energy, but I had put her back up on, I got her back under wraps. And then ToShae took over and said, oh, no, we ain't about this life right here. And so I had to think bigger. And when I began to think bigger, things started, and I had to believe bigger. Things started changing for me. Just like this coming back to San Diego, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Because what? So you have to believe bigger. And I was literally just sitting here brainstorming. Let me go ahead and mention this. First, if you haven't enrolled in Tarot U, make sure you go do that on my website, ToShaeGermaine.com. Second, even just being back, y'all. I went to the beach today, again, believing bigger, sat out there, chopped it up. Look at higher self coming through with the 2 of Cups, telling you, most people look at this as love, but this is also an integration card, masculine, feminine, you and your higher self, just telling y'all. So when I got back into balance, being back in California, opening up my mind, believing bigger, ideas have just started coming in, because I had to believe bigger. I had to believe bigger than where I was, what I was dealing with. And now I'm even just ideas pouring in, thoughts, my energy's changed. But again, you got to believe bigger. You have to believe bigger. Plane to anywhere, Bali. Look, I'm going with you, child. I ain't got my passport yet, but I'm finna have it. So anyway, Lord, I hope that helps somebody. I need you to believe bigger than your current circumstances, regardless of what, oh, come on, spirit, regardless of what it looks like around you right now. You can believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in your abilities, believe that you can get out of where you are. And don't stop believing until you make it happen. And then don't stop believing then, because if you can create one thing and you can pull yourself out of one thing, one place, one situation, you can pull, y'all, Do you know that it took me believing bigger? I'm going to say it again, to pull myself out of true poverty. I didn't know what poverty was until I just left this 3-month hiatus. Okay? You have to believe you're better than that. You're bigger than this. You deserve more than that. This is not the type of life I want. This is not the type of relationship that I want. This is not the way people are supposed to treat me. Whatever it is for you is different for everyone. But I need you to believe bigger. And when you begin to believe it, people say seeing is believing. No, 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 no. Believing is seeing. Believing is seeing, y'all. When you, oh, come on, spirit. When you believe a thing, you will then start to see a thing. Because, baby, I saw myself in a whole different place. Message. I saw myself somewhere else. Because where I was, it was not conducive with who I see myself as and what I see myself becoming. But I had to find that. I had to shake back and believe that within myself, and I had to believe bigger. And when I started believing bigger, God began to show me bigger. And it's going to continue. Come on, 6 of Pentacles. It's going to continue to be that way. And that's when the blessings started coming in and the abundance started coming in, right? That's when God started saying, okay, now that you believe bigger, now that you believe that things are possible, now that you believe you can come out of this situation, now that you believe, I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you how to get out. I'm finna show you where to go. Look, come 4 Pentacles right behind that. I'm finna show you how to get out. I'm finna provide the resources, the assistance, the helping hands, and he ain't done yet. That's the thing, y'all. Don't ever think that God will stop blessing you, because he won't. You have to believe that you can have continued blessings and that he's going to continue to show up and do what it is he said he's going to do. It's not until you stop, or we stop believing in the promise, that the promise stops coming to fruition. He ain't never changed his promise. He is not a man that he should lie. God ain't never went back on what he said. So if he said it, then he meant it. And what? Anyway, I'm back, right? The problem is we stop believing in the promise. God ain't never stopped believing in it. We stop believing, so then we stop seeing it. But baby, once you get back on track and get your spirituals in order, ain't no stopping, ain't no changing, none of that. So I hope this helped y'all. Believe bigger, believe yourself. And then not only that, y'all, that's manifestation. Believe bigger, and then start making the moves that you need to make in order to get yourself out the situation. Because I'm guilty of this myself, y'all. I'll tell anybody this. Before I went on this little excursion I went on, I literally was just sitting there. Not that I wasn't going live, or not that I wasn't showing up, but there was more that I was supposed to do. Like I wasn't believing big enough. And so what this little, oh, come on, spirit, thank you, Father, I'm so happy, so grateful. What this little excursion did is it got me to believe bigger, because he really took me to a place, to my lowest point, where I literally had zero, nothing, nada, nothing. I was in real and true poverty, y'all, real and true poverty. And so he had to take me all the way down there in order for me to believe bigger, expand my mind, and see myself in a different place, and realize I'll never be back there again. And so, but he had to take me down through there in order for me to take me up. Make sense? So anyway, I want y'all sit down, write down some goals, write down some things, believe bigger, believe that, I don't care, if you want to own a mountain, well, you better believe that you can have it. And if can't nobody tell, look, I can see, I think that's Cow's Mountain over there, right? So if you got to believe it. You have to believe a thing beyond knowing. Like, you just got to know, if you want to own that mountain, you better speak to that mountain and say, I'm going to own you. I'm going to own you. I don't know how, but I know I'm supposed to, and I'm gonna own you. If you want to go to Bali, child, you better believe I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but you speak it into the air, speak it into existence, start working with God to make that happen. And I promise you, come on, Ace of Wands, telling y'all, I promise you. Oh, look, and the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Sun. I'm telling you, y'all better start believing in your ability. This may, even just this live, y'all, this live may be the spark that you need to start taking action, right? Maybe you need to go back to school, Page of Pentacles. Maybe you need to do some research. Whatever it is that is coming to fruition, like I just was talking about, ideas and things coming in. I'm starting something new tomorrow, so make sure y'all tap in on this morning's message at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I won't be on YouTube. Let me say that. I will not be on YouTube because I have to use my device for something else tomorrow. So make sure that you follow me on TikTok. I'll upload the video later, and then you'll be able to see what it is that I'm initiating tomorrow. Like I'm telling y'all, it's new beginnings. Baby, the sun is shining. Come on, Chariot and the Six of Wands. Anyway, I'm not going to keep pulling card because that was it for that. Believe bigger, y'all. Believe bigger. And you'll start to see bigger. Okay, anyway, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. I'm finna go ahead and go to the mall with my babies, so I'm so excited, y'all. I get to go spend some more time with my babies. So I will see y'all on the next message. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Then I said that, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Have a fantastic day in purpose and on purpose, and believe in bigger so that you can start to see bigger. All right, love y'all. Bye, y'all. Charlie.